Here's a tactic that has won me 3 back-to-back Premier League titles and a Champions League with Everton, all from Season 2. Now, it's been a while since I've done an actual video on Football Manager, especially tactics as well, but this is just a little fun save I was doing that I want to show you, and a tactic that was really so well for me, I want to share it with you. As you can see there, it's got us 3 back-to-back titles in the Premiership from 2024 all the way to 2027. That is where we are. We've got our top goal scorer as Skamaka, we have signed in, and James Garner is also our top assist player with this. So we have the most yellow cards with one of our players as well. You're going to see why in a second, but I'm just showing you what we have done here. As you can see, past winners there. It's been us. Arsenal and Manchester City have been chasing us down, but we've been doing fantastically. And in the final of the Champions League, we did beat AC Milan 3-2. It just shows that when you have the right tactic and the right model players, you can definitely win some things. In the Premiership as well, we have kind of just skipped away from the other teams as well. As you can see, 87 points there with 83 goals and only 34 conceded there. 94 the next year. A massive jump in goals from us, and still only 2 more goals conceded, which is really good for us there. And then this year we did come down a little bit, but as you can see there, we've really stopped that goals against 28, focused a little bit more on the defense there, and that helped us out massively. And that's kind of how we got through Europe as well, and getting through them tough games and the away legs was that solid defense that we had for us. Now, the tactic is going to look like this. Now, my boys are on holiday, a well-deserved one, a Premier League title and a Champions League title, but it is going to be a 4-3-2-1. And what we're doing is we are trying to build this from the back here. As you can see, I have 2 centre halves that are going to be using a ball-playing defender. What they are entitled to do is to get forward and dribble more with the ball. We have tackle order. It is a known thing in the FM world that every single player should have tackle order on them. It just is what it is. That's what they've got. But with my centre-halves, I have them to dribble the ball more out. What that does is that allows them to push forward now. And as we have a halfback there, he can drop in if needs to be, or be that option for another pass. So it's really working our way out the back as well. The 2 fullbacks are going to push forward as well, support them inside forwards who are going to be pushing inside, and then the fullbacks are going to be pushing around the back of them as well, so they can do the overlap if they want to overlap, or just offer another pass when we're moving up the field that way. So Modric does come in as our deep lying playmaker. This guy offers so much kind of ability to let players get forward, and then he can spread the ball or just create something and run with it a little bit himself, creating that playmaker style there. And then we have Wharton, or we also have James Garner as well, who we have run wide with the ball, so help out with that left hand side as well, get further forward, and I wanted to tackle order as well. So what I'm kind of doing there is I am putting him on centre mid attack, but he's actually going to push forward, so I can control him how I want to, because CM support is a cheat code, because you can literally put anything you want on this player, no matter what. You mold him to what you want. So what I want him to do is get the ball, run with it, push it out to the right-hand side. I do have as well James Garner, who comes in, who was actually our top assist with 14 assists this year. So we did do a little bit of rotation there, but once again, with that passing, using him to dribble to the right-hand side or push out wide with that ball, he can whip across in, or he can just pass the ball on and get it move into these inside forwards, or the big Skamaka there who's on the advanced forward, trying to get onto that last man every single time to whip a ball into him behind the back, or even just put it on his head and just be that force there, that menace that you want to be. Now, I started out on balanced, and the reason why I played balanced over here on the mentality is because we didn't have the highest reputation in the club team. So we weren't really what I would call the highest, the top 6 teams. So our reputation was a little bit lower on that. That's why we kind of went for that balanced reputation there, mentality. And what I did is I kept that all the way through, because we weren't throwing passes away. We were kind of just taking our time and looking for the right things. And there isn't that many instructions on there. We do play narrow, which is going to get them inside forwards, push a little bit further into the side there. We do pass in space because I've got some very fast players. So we did adapt the pass in space if you have fast players. If not, I would take pass out space off. Play with a high tempo, we play with shorter passing as well, and we hit them low crosses. Now, we do have Skamaka in there, which sometimes we will play the ball up in the head no matter what, but our main goal is to try and get the low cross. So it's really, you're looking for that, as they call, sweaty FIFA goal, the cut across, tap in, goal, and off you go. We do counter press and counter, we distribute it and we roll it out. What rolling it out does is that aims for the fullbacks or the centre-halves. I don't need to put that on there because it's going to aim anyway because we're rolling it out. So anyone in that back four, I want to have the ball and I want to push forward. It doesn't matter about passing the ball between each other to get up there. I want them to run with the ball because I feel like they are more established as dribblers than they are passers. So get the ball, run with it. And then when we're out of possession, I do have quite a lot of stuff on here. I invite crosses in because we've got big men, so I don't mind that. And we're playing narrow as well, so that just pushes them out. The structure of the team is already playing narrow, so inviting the crosses in is going to play as even narrow on the defensive side of it as well, so that's a big thing for us. We step up a little bit more. We play with a much higher line, a defensive line. We also have get stuck in, and we have a much more press, and we have a high line of press as well. This offers so much for us to get the ball back as soon as possible, put their defenders under pressure. If they want to pump it long as well, we do have two guys that can win the ball with the headers, and then the fullbacks can also chase down that ball as well. And this is from one of our games where we beat Liverpool 3-1 in the Merseyside derby. She Patson there, running with that ball, pushing it down to that right-hand side. Darvish comes in, cuts in, and it's a goal. A super easy assist, super easy goal there, just by running it down that right-hand side. That's what we're aiming to do, and that's why I have my fullbacks on attack as well. They don't mind pushing into the opposition area and just getting involved in the game. And another goal from us is going to be, you were talking about that high line. We have the big defenders to win the ball if it needs to be. There's Wooten as well, with that free man doing whatever he needs to do in there on that CM attack. The low cross as well coming in just proves that it just really works so well. Once again, we win the ball, push it out to the wide wingers there, and to be fair, that's a great goal from Skamaka, I'm not going to lie. This was our away victory against Spurs in the Champions League as well. Good ball move, Skamaka has that AF. This is where we have the low crosses on, because now in our box we have players. There's going to be Mudric as well, Savio. These are unfortunately not the tallest ones, Samaric. So if Skamaka does push out with that ball, which is dribbling out there, a high cross is just going to get headed away. It's just, we haven't got the big men for that. So that's why we have low crosses on as well. Luckily, Mudric does hit a good shot there, but it does deflect off it, and we do get a goal from it. That's what the low crosses are for. I'm just showing you here, guys, my record, how we went on. 3-0 against Chelsea as well. We had a little bit of a rough spot here. That's just with the Champions League. Couple of draws, one loss against Spurs. Then we kind of locked in down here purely because I wanted to focus on the Champions League, which we actually got to win. We did get away with it, though. 2 sending offs, but still, we had to fight back for it. 3-1 against Liverpool as well. I've already shown you. 5-1 against Manchester United at home. We drew with Real Madrid away. That's a cracking result to go to Bernabeu. 3-1 against Real Sociedad as well. Once again, just unbelievable results. Now, I decided to run this tactic with another team, and another team was going to be Brentford. I felt like that would be a good way to see how they actually do. And surprisingly, we managed to finish 7th in the league, getting in the Conference League. Now, you'd probably think, Tick, that isn't actually that good. But when you look here, we managed to get only 6 losses of the whole season. Yeah, only 6. Now, the 12 draws, we could have potentially, because this was a simulation, I could have made tweaks to like bring on better players or make more attacking movements or stuff like that, but to only get 6 defeats all season is crazy. That is matching Chelsea, and that is joint top with the best record in the Premiership there, so it definitely works, and I think if you bring in a couple of players as well, it's going to be even better for you. So honestly, I feel like you've got to give this a go, this tactic. Now, we did do some very, very good recruitment as well for this team, but there's some players in there that you wouldn't actually see winning 3 Premier League titles back to back to back, and the Champions League as well. So if you do want this tactic, it'll be in the description. Let me know how you get on with it. Honestly, it's been super fun to get back and do a little bit of Football Manager content, I'm not going to lie. And here's to 26, that is for sure. So I hope you did like it, guys. So make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a subscribe. There'll be plenty more tactics coming ready for FM26. So make sure you're in there, and make sure you're over to the Twitch, www.twitch.tv/Taker147, because that's where we'll be creating it live. So make sure you're onto it. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you. I'll catch you all next time. Much love, and bye-bye.